take your glove off and mush it in your fingers a little bit, you can get a sense that there's some moisture. Very good. So this one is really the bark that we're looking for. This is either our sugar maple or our black maple, which is just as good for what we're doing today. And that's what we're looking for in terms of bark. So now we have our branches and our bark for our checklist. Our tools in our bucket are pretty familiar, and they're also very simple. This is a pretty simple process, but it is labor intensive, especially doing it the old-fashioned way. So really, we only have 4 things. We have our mallet, and we have a special word for this one, a spile. Okay, now we just need the bucket and the lid.
We don't have enough lids for all of our buckets. So that's okay.
Find a maple tree that has a bucket on it, and we're going to go up to the tree. Scoot back a little bit. Go up to the tree. We're going to take the lid off the bucket and set it down by the tree. As you can see, there's some sap in there, so that's a good sign. We have something to collect. Very cool. Everyone's going to get a chance to see it, so I'll just do this first one. You can see it, yeah, you can see it dripping off. So next we're going to take the bucket off the tree. Then you're going to dump the sap that we collected, which looks a lot like water, right? It doesn't look like that sweet stuff you had earlier. It doesn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this sap and dump it into our buckets. And make sure you get everything, too, because this is very precious stuff.
The stove is heated with wood, so we have a fire going underneath. Back here, this is like a huge sap reservoir, so this is where we're starting the boil initially, so that when we let it into our front pan, it's not going to cool down the process very much. And the front pan, we want to keep it at a pretty low level because we want it to start to go from the clear sap to caramelize and turn more of a brown color. This pan is where it's going to finish off and become syrup. See, it's getting to be a nice dark color. And to tell when it's syrup, I'll check it. I'll let it run off with the spatula, and I watch the drops, and I want it to be nice and sticky. So when they really start to cling on there and almost form one big drop, I know it's sticky enough to be syrup, and then I can take a batch off of the stove, and the process just kind of continues one batch at a time.